We're here. We're finally here. We are going to talk about the magic of a CEO day. My favorite thing, my favorite day of the week. Like literally, it's the best. So for me, I personally defined success as I still do, but originally I defined success, and I want to encourage you to define it for you too. Like don't just take this definition, but if you want to, I guess that's fine too. I personally define success by freedom of schedule. And as a salon owner and stylist that was booked out majorly behind the chair, I didn't feel like I had any of that. Every hour of my life was spoken for. And, my working hours. And I thought, like, I'm making a ton of money, but I'm just, like, chained to this. It didn't feel how I thought it was supposed to feel and how I wanted it to feel. I thought when you were the boss and when you were in the salon, you would have freedom and flexibility, and yet I had zero. And I didn't like it. It was not what I had. The vision that I had when I said I was going to open the salon was not the reality that I was living, and I had to figure that out. And so ultimately, that's how Salon Quarterly was created, because I had to undo the mess that I had made for myself, the amazing, successful mess. But I had to figure it out. I had to make it better. And from there, I ended up, and ultimately, this is how I'm here doing this with you too, because I figured it out for me, and then other people in my community were like, can you teach me how to do that? And then other people that I met around, going, and I was teaching at the time with a large hair care company that and I was teaching around the country with them, and it was so fun. And other salon owners that I would teach in their salon were like, wait, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? And so ultimately here, I'm Lexi Lomax, salon business coach, strategies expert, and salon owner of 18 years in San Diego. And so this is how I got here too, like this unraveling of me not meeting my own definition of success is how I'm able to do this as well, and also be the salon owner that now is from my original vision, and maybe even better than like what I really had in mind all those years ago. But the reason I'm able to do that is because I created a CEO day. And it's a huge part of that, right? And on Wednesdays every week, and I started out doing this quarterly. Can you even imagine? Now I'm like, what? The shock. But I did it every quarter because I thought that was enough. And I didn't have the time to give, and I didn't know how to undo this. And so all of these things to say, now I do it monthly. But if you're a salon owner that's like, I just need some time to get stuff done, you need to implement a CEO day as often as you can. Now, I do it every week, but if you can, I think I just said every month, but I do it every week on Wednesdays. But even once a month is like a huge win, or twice a month if you can. These days are sacred. They do not get touched by other people, other appointments, no clients for sure, no calls, nothing. Your CEO day is for you, the business owner, to get ish done. Okay, it's the CEO mentality that you're going to operate on that day. Okay, it's really important. So on my CEO day, now that I have it every Wednesday, like yesterday, today's Thursday as a day of recording this, I got a ton. It's like the best day because you can get a ton done. And sometimes my to-do list is like really big, between 2 businesses, technically 3 with my behind the chair business. And there's just a lot of stuff to do, and then I run a household and whatever. But not every CEO day is a grind day. Now that I have one every week, it's fantastic. So what do you do on a CEO day? You make sure you have no obligations. You make sure that you have no distractions. So it's not a day that you like take off and then you pick the kids up early and then they're at home and like you're trying to, no, it's like a work day. Sometimes I come here and I stare at Fiona, that's this gal behind me, all day long. Like I just sit here and grind and I get stuff done. Sometimes I'm at home in my office. Sometimes I will go on like a special CEO day and go to a hotel and stay for 24 hours by myself and just like actually get stuff done. It's mind-blowing. CEO days are fantastic. I have so many podcasts about CEO days, but I think you're getting the picture. It's a day for you to freaking work, and that's where you can do the things that only you can do. Because there's so much in our salon businesses that we shouldn't be touching as salon owners, but we just do them and we fill our day. And then there's stuff that like, oh my gosh, I need to do that. And like it never gets scheduled and it never gets done. And those are the things that actually move the needle and move you closer towards the success in, hopefully by your own definition, but like to hit your goals, etc. That's the stuff that needs to get done on CEO days. The stuff only you can do. So where you can ideate, where you can be creative, where you can freaking go for it, right? You get to Lulu and you go for it. CEO days are good for you. And then once you've had them for a little while, then they're not so full anymore. Like you don't have that overwhelm there. And so sometimes, like yes, yesterday I had a grind CEO day, but it's so good and it feels so good doing it. But like now, like I would say only like they're never that, like yesterday was a rarity for me because everything is handled. It's not so full of overwhelm. It's easier. And so like sometimes my CEO day, like what should I do? I think I'm gonna go get a massage. I'm gonna go get a pedicure often on my CEO days. You can put those things that you need to do on those days, like for you personally, if you choose to, but only after your stuff is done, right? Like it's there, it's protected time, it's sacred time for you to do what you need to do in your business. Like for sure, there are no calls and there are no hair appointments, like literally. And it feels like an atrocity if you put something on there on accident or if someone else puts something on your calendar. Like it's like a hard, like no meetings, no calls, no clients day for me. And it usually means like no appointments either, like outside appointments, like no kids' doctor's appointments, no kid appointment, anything, like not anything for me other than if I choose to. Like I won't schedule my own doctor's appointments there. It's like I need that time for my business. And every week it's a little bit different. I don't know what's gonna happen because I don't know what's like going on exactly. Like we can always predict, but sometimes they're full and sometimes they're so mellow that I just like go get a head on something for a couple hours and then it's like I have the whole day. And maybe I do go and pick my daughter up from school early, or like just have a special afternoon with just my little guy. Like these are the things you get options, you get choice, and there's freedom in that. And for me, that means a lot, but also it means a ton for my business because blank space is good for creativity, for entrepreneurs, for salon owners, for stylists, for all of us that are creatives and business owners. For creative business owners, we need white space. We need blank space, as Taylor says, to like go for it. Right? To know what the heck the next move is, to feel it, to be in it so that you're not operating in this level of chaos forever. You got to come down from that. So like, here's your job today. The system is to schedule a CEO day and to guard it with your freaking life. Like seriously, that's how serious, seriously. That is how serious that I take my CEO day, and I'm giggling, making fun of myself right now. But like, I'm not kidding. Like the CEO day is precious and super valued. Like everyone knows, I post it on my Instagram every week, CEO day Wednesday, like here I am, and this is what we're doing. Like, because I'm inspiring, I hope to be inspiring to you, that you will recognize that you deserve that time too. And so does your business. If you are allowing your business to run you, like, I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here because that's what this 100 days is designed to do. It's to share with you how you can create more systems, to create more space for you so that you can work less behind the chair as a salon owner, have the salon make more money than it does currently, and fly things to the freaking moon. Because like you have big goals, I know you do. You know that you're made for whatever it is that's on your heart and in your mind, and you know you can do it. You just need a little help getting there, right? Like that's what we do. That's what I do as a salon business coach, is I help you traipse through the forest to figure out how we do these things so that you can ultimately live out your dream 10. I mean, that's the whole deal, but you get there via the vehicle of your beauty business. Schedule your CEO day.